welcome to MU Multimedia. I'm your host, Chris Pautler. First, on today's episode, we hear from Mariah on her experience after an unfortunate miscarriage.
I had my miscarriage in May 2019. There was a lot of emotions connected to it. I think guilt and shame, obviously sadness being like the top three for sure. I think you blame yourself in a lot of ways, like thinking that you could have prevented it in some way. It's also sad because like for almost 11 weeks we had like these plans of, what our life was about to be. And it was like all in, a day, it changed, drastically. Given that that was probably one of the harder emotional things that I had ever gone through, it really was a test of, emotional strength and maturity, like what am I going to do with this life-changing event that's now happened to me? Like, am I going to fold under all of this and just like melt into my depression, or am I going to try to change something and make it, not worthwhile, but something that's going to propel me forward. Shortly thereafter, I made the decision to like change my life and better my life, and I really committed to that. After this experience, it was the first time that I had ever had anything that traumatic happened to me as far as something like that goes. And I like really committed to changing. So to me, it felt like everything, like that's definitely what motivated me to take that next leap into a healthier version of myself. Today, I'm somebody who I would respect. So I think it gave me a lot of positives in comparison to the negatives.
That was a powerful and inspirational story. Next up, let's take a trip to the Student Memorial Center to learn about WIXQ, Millersville's radio station.
WIXQ offers a really unique opportunity to students. It's not every college that allows students who are just any major, any background to join the radio station and then be able to do like whatever they want, so long as it falls in the FCC guidelines. So when people join WIXQ, they'll first work with our operations manager. They'll get paired with a DJ who's been here for a little while and be trained through observation, and then like slowly a little more airtime where the DJ that's training them will really show them the how-to of what they're doing and whatnot. And then eventually after all that training, they'll take a little test. And if they pass that test, then they'll get to have their own radio show. It's required for every DJ to make a visual poster and then a show promo that airs like an ad over the radio station. So yeah, every person who becomes a DJ just has to make one for their show. They get to title their show whatever they'd like. Whatever theme they'd like, and really it's a free-form station, so they can play whatever music they like too, and just make a visual that kind of represents their show, and then make a short little ad that tells people when their show is. We just had a Valentine's Day fundraiser, which was pretty cool, but unfortunately that already passed. So up next we are going to be doing Vinyl-thon, and even though like the public can't really like participate in that, in April basically we will be playing vinyls for 24 hours over the radio. So I think just like tuning in and listening to that and getting to kind of experience that, because they do sound different. And it's just a really fun thing that all the DJs who help out that really enjoy. And then something that everyone can really get in on, in April as well, we're doing a virtual concert. So we don't have too many specific details quite yet. However, we're going to get some Millersville local bands and then also some other little more established bands from other areas to join in and do a concert over Zoom. So really like we're going to live stream it and anybody can join in and watch that. We're going to try to help boost some local businesses.
Finally, let's finish off on an educational note.
This is How to Paint Your Nails by Molly and Devon. So these are the two colors that we're going to be using today, one of which is kind of a silvery color, the other is a nice clear color. We're going to be starting with the silver color on your nails. First thing you're going to want to do is put a nice clean coat of nail polish on your nails. As you can see, I'm starting with my left hand because I am dominant on my right side. Doesn't matter if you mess it up at all because you can then clean it up later. Obviously, you're going to want to start with a thin coat to then add another coat later on. Painting your nails is a really fun way to make yourself feel nice if you're going out or if you're just kind of bored. It's a nice way to make yourself feel a little bit better, and it's very relaxing. As you can see now, I'm painting my nails on my right side. It's a little bit harder for me personally because I am dominant on my right hand, so that just means I'm going to have to do a little bit more cleanup with that hand. As you can see now, I'm using a Q-tip and some nail polish remover to clean up the excess nail polish on the sides of my fingers to make them just look nice and clean. And after that, I'm cleaning them up again, and I'm going to be adding a second coat onto some spots that looked a little bit patchy. A fun way to let your nails dry very fast is to get a fan and put your nails in front of the fan so that way they dry quicker than they usually would, because sometimes they take very long. Now what I'm doing here is I'm using that clear nail polish that I had shown earlier to put a nice top coat on my nails to make them look extra nice and to have them stay nicer, longer, and also to prevent them from smudging. And that is it. Now your nails look incredibly nice, and you are ready to go.
Thank you for joining us on today's episode of MU Multimedia. Signing off, I'm Chris Pautler.